Hello guys, good morning, good evening and good night to you, wherever you are. In today's video, I'll mainly talk about Manchester City. There's a lot of reasons to that. Main reason is they have completed the signing of Ruben Dias, who is another defender. Now, Guardiola has now spent over 400 million on defenders. So let's start off about Ruben Dias. So, Manchester City have completed the signing of Ruben Dias for around 65 million, which is extremely pricey. And I'll be honest with you, I haven't watched him play, so I don't know how good he will be. But what I do know is that Man City do need a defender because they don't have a very good defender and they haven't replaced Company. So he might be able to replace Company. I'm not sure if he will, but he might be able. Is his quality the same as Company? No. Company was a superb player. He was a captain. He was a leader. But Ruben Dias is still young, so he might become able like that. Now, I want to say that Guardiola has spent around 460 million on defenders since he came to Manchester City. So I'll tell you guys each player that he spent, each player that he's bought and the price, and I'll tell you guys if he's a good signing. So let's start off with the first signing that he made for a defender. It is John Stones. John Stones costed Pep Guardiola 47.5 million. And is he a good signing for Pep Guardiola? Probably yes. But I don't think Guardiola likes him. And 47.5 million is around 50 million, which is expensive for a defender at 2016. So I don't think that was a good signing. Then he also bought Danilo in 2017 for 26.5 million. I think that was a good signing, and then he sold him. So that's not a problem with it. I think that was okay. And then he bought Kyle Walker from Tottenham in 2017 for around 50 million, which is pretty good. He's played a lot of the games and he's a good defender. He can play right back, he can play right center back. He even played goalkeeper. And he's a very good fast player, so I think that was a good signing. He also bought Benjamin Mendy for 52 million. Benjamin Mendy has been injured many times since 2017. So, is that a very good signing? I think he's a very good signing only because of his qualities, because he's a very good left back, attacking left back, and I like how he plays. But since he's injury prone, 52 million is expensive for him. Then he also bought Aymeric Laporte for 57 million. I think that was the best signing of these defenders that he's made because he's important to Man City, and when he doesn't play, it's obvious that they need him. So 57 million, I think that's reasonable. He also bought Angelino for 10.5 million. I think that's a normal signing. He needed to get him because Benjamin Mendy usually was injured. But he also had Zinchenko, so what was the point of getting him? I'm not sure, but he's loaned out now, so it's not a bad signing. Then Joao Cancelo for 60 million. I don't think this is a very good signing because 60 million is expensive for a right back when you already have a right back that you paid 50 million for. So, was this a good signing? In my opinion, no. What do you think about it? And then he also bought this year Nathan Ake for 41 million. I think that was an okay signing. 41 million is actually very expensive for a player that went down to the championship last year. So paying 41 million is actually expensive for a championship player. But I don't know what happened and they wanted to give them 41 million. I don't know. So they paid 41 million. Do I think that's a good signing? Player? Yes. Price? No. That's my opinion. Then Ruben Dias at 65 million. I think that's an okay signing. It depends on how he plays, obviously, and I haven't seen him play yet. So we'll just see when he plays in the Premier League and will he adapt as quickly as other players. Now, let's talk about, can Man City survive without a striker? Because we've seen that against Leicester City, Man City were not able to perform well without a striker because Jesus and Aguero are injured and they'll probably return in October. So, will they be able to survive? I don't think so. I think they need an out-and-out striker, and they do have Dilla, who is a young striker. So do I think he'll be able to adapt as quickly? No, but I do think that Guardiola might be able to give him playing time, so then he can adapt for the future. Because I think you must play him some games and some games not, because if you don't play an out-and-out striker, then you'll probably not score as much goals if you play an out-and-out striker. But you could say he might play a false 9 with Foden or Kevin De Bruyne or Sterling. One of them might play as a false 9. You don't know. We'll see if they can survive or not. In my opinion, I don't think they'll survive for much long. and they might lose some games that you don't expect them to lose. Now, let's talk about injuries. They have 5 first team players that are injured. Sergio Aguero, who is a very good striker. He is very important for Man City, and he's been out for a long time now. So, that's actually going to hurt them because they do need a striker. They also have Bernardo Silva, who was injured now, but he doesn't usually play. And there is Mahrez to cover him, and Mahrez can play now. And then maybe when Bernardo Silva comes back, he might be able to play. I don't think this is a serious problem for Man City. Then, İlkay Gündoğan, who is also another injured player. He's a very underrated player because he's important for Man City. He's the one that usually is calm and will give very short or maybe sometimes long passes that are good. Then Joao Cancelo, who they paid around 60 million for, and now he's injured. I don't think there's any benefit of him injured now. There's no use of him now because Benjamin Mendy is playing as left back and Kyle Walker is playing as the right back. Both of them are good fullbacks, so I don't think there's any harm in that. Then Gabriel Jesus is also another player that's injured, who's a striker, and as I've said, they need an out-and-out striker. So when Sergio Aguero is injured, Gabriel Jesus would play, but now both of them are injured. Now, do I think that these injuries are going to cost Man City some points? I only think that Sergio Aguero and Jesus are the only ones that are serious because the other players of Bernardo Silva, İlkay Gündoğan and Joao Cancelo, they have other players to play in that position, like Kyle Walker, there's sometimes Fernandinho or Rodri, and then Mahrez that can play there for Bernardo Silva. So, I don't think that is a serious problem for those injured players. But they do want their players back as soon as possible, obviously. And guys, tell me your opinion on this. Do you disagree with me on some of the questions that I've answered? Or do you have questions? Tell me in the comments below. And thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. And make sure to subscribe. And goodbye.